Imagine two people investing the exact same amount of money into what appears to be the same opportunity. One loses almost everything. The other builds wealth for decades. What made the difference? It wasn't luck. It wasn't intelligence. It wasn't even the investment itself. It was something almost nobody talks about. One of them measured the risk before investing, and the other did not. That's why today I want to challenge one of the biggest money myths in Kenya. Most people believe the greatest investment risk is losing money. I disagree. The greatest investment risk is investing without first measuring the risk. Because when you don't measure the risk, you're not investing, you're gambling. Today, I'm going to show you a simple framework that I use with many of my coaching clients to evaluate opportunities before they commit their hard-earned money. Whether you're thinking about buying land, investing in an apartment building, putting money into a SACCO, unit trust, business, stocks, or even helping a friend with a business idea, this framework will help you make better decisions. Hello, my name is Manyara Kirago. Over the last 20 years, I've helped thousands of professionals through my financial coaching and training programs. Many of them have gone on to build significant wealth, not because they found magical investments, but because they became disciplined decision makers. If you would like help creating your own financial independence plan, I invite you to watch my free training, How to Grow Your Wealth and Attain Financial Freedom. You'll find the link in the description below. And if you enjoy practical financial education like this, please subscribe, like this video, and share it with somebody who needs to hear it. Now, let's jump right in. Whenever someone asks me, Manyara, is this investment good? My first response is always another question. Compared to what? Most investors immediately focus on one number, the return. How much profit can I make? How much appreciation will I get? How much rent will I earn? But experienced investors ask a different question first. What they ask is, what could go wrong? Because every investment has two sides, potential reward and potential risk. Ignoring one of them is like buying a car after looking only at the paintwork, while forgetting to inspect the engine. The better the investment appears, the more carefully you should inspect the risks. That's exactly how professionals think. Most bad investments don't begin with bad maths. They begin with emotions, fear, greed, excitement, pressure from friends, fear of missing out. Somebody tells you, this land will double next year. This apartment project is almost sold out. This business can't fail. Everyone is buying. Suddenly, logic disappears. You stop asking questions. You stop verifying the facts. You stop measuring risk. And that's usually where expensive mistakes begin. I've seen professionals lose millions, not because they lacked money, but because they stopped thinking critically. Whenever I'm evaluating an investment, I mentally walk through 5 questions. You don't need complicated spreadsheets. You simply need structured thinking. Let's go through them. Risk number 1. Can I understand this investment? It sounds simple, but it's surprisingly powerful. Never invest in something you cannot clearly explain. If someone needs 30 minutes of complicated language before you understand how you'll make money, walk away. Good investments are understandable. You should know how the money is generated, who pays you, what assumptions must be true, what would cause returns to fall. If you cannot explain the investments to your spouse or a friend in 2 or 3 minutes, you probably don't understand it well enough. Confusion is risk. Clarity reduces risk. Risk number 2. What could cause me to lose money? Notice I didn't ask, will I lose money? Every investment carries uncertainty. Instead, ask, what specifically could go wrong? For example, if you're buying land, what if infrastructure takes much longer than expected? If you're investing in a business, what if your key customer leaves? If you're buying rental property, what happens if vacancies increase? If you're buying shares, what happens if profits fall? Listing possible risks doesn't make you pessimistic. It makes you prepared. Professional investors don't avoid risk. They identify it early. Risk number 3. Can I survive if the worst happens? This is one of the most overlooked questions. Supposing your investment produces no income for 12 months. Can you still comfortably pay your mortgage? Can you still educate your kids? Can you still maintain your lifestyle? If one investment can destroy your financial stability, then you've taken too much risk. A good investment should strengthen your future, not threaten your present. Risk number 4. What evidence supports my assumptions? Many people invest based on stories. Professionals invest based on evidence. For example, if you are evaluating a rental property, don't rely on promises. Verify the rental income. Review occupancy history. Check maintenance expenses. Understand the surrounding neighborhood. Verify demand. Look at actual numbers, not projections. Not opinions, actual evidence. This simple habit eliminates a surprising number of bad investments. Risk number 5. Do I have a margin of safety? This is the most important question of all. Every successful investor builds room for mistakes. Suppose rents don't increase as expected. Suppose interest rates rise. Suppose renovations cost more. Suppose sales slow down. Do you still survive, or does everything collapse? The wider your margin of safety, the smaller your investment risk. This is one reason I often encourage busy professionals to consider existing income-producing rental property rather than speculative projects. Existing properties already have tenants, existing cash flow, existing operating history. You're making decisions based on facts instead of assumptions. Let's imagine 2 professionals, Peter and David. Both have 10 million shillings available. Peter hears about a development project promising huge returns. He sees beautiful brochures, luxury finishes, computer-generated images. He immediately commits. David also likes the opportunity, but before investing, he applies the 5-risk framework. Does he understand the business model? What happens if construction delays occur? How reliable is the developer? What evidence supports projected sales? What happens if interest rates rise? Can he survive delays? After asking these questions, David discovers several unanswered concerns. Instead of rushing, he continues searching. 3 months later, he identifies an existing income-producing investments with verified cash flow. Peter invested quickly. David invested carefully. Who do you think sleeps better? Exactly. Good investing isn't about being fast. It's about being prepared. Many people think that successful investors avoid risk. That's impossible. Every worthwhile investment contains risk. The goal isn't eliminating risk. The goal is understanding it. Think about crossing a busy road. The road contains risk. But you don't avoid every road forever. You look both ways, you understand traffic, you choose the right moment, you reduce unnecessary danger. Investing works exactly the same way. Risk managed intelligently becomes opportunity. Risk ignored becomes regret. Today's investment environment moves faster than ever. Social media creates hype. WhatsApp groups spread rumors. Everyone claims to know the next big opportunity. But wealth isn't built by chasing excitement. It's built through disciplined decision-making. That's why some people remain wealthy through multiple economic cycles. They don't simply chase returns. They measure risk before every decision. That habit protects them when markets become uncertain. It allows them to invest with confidence instead of emotion. So, before you commit money to any investment, ask yourself these 5 questions first. Do I truly understand how this investment makes money? Second, what specific events could cause me to lose money? Third, if the worst happens, can I comfortably survive financially? Fourth, what objective evidence supports my assumptions? And fifth, do I have enough margin of safety if things don't go according to plan? If you cannot confidently answer all 5, don't invest yet. Spend more time learning. As Warren Buffett famously observed, risk often comes from not knowing what you're doing. Knowledge reduces uncertainty. Preparation reduces costly mistakes. Patience protects wealth. Now, I would like to hear from you. Have you ever invested in something that looked exciting, but later realized you hadn't properly measured the risks? Or has carefully evaluating risk helped you avoid a costly mistake? Please share your experience in the comments below. I would genuinely love to hear your story because your experience may help someone else avoid the same mistake. Let me leave you with one important thought. Successful investing is not about finding investments with no risks. Those do not exist. It's about understanding the risks well enough to make intelligent decisions. The people who build lasting wealth aren't necessarily the ones earning the highest salary. They're the ones making consistently better decisions over many years. And those better decisions begin by asking better questions. If you would like to learn how to build a structured investment strategy that aligns with your goals, your income, and your long-term financial independence, I have created a free training specifically for professionals like you. It's called How to Grow Your Wealth and Attain Financial Freedom. In this free training, you'll discover why so many high-income professionals struggle to build lasting wealth, the step-by-step system for turning income into long-term financial security, how to avoid common investment mistakes before they become expensive, and why having the right investment strategy matters more than chasing the latest opportunity. Click the link in the description below and watch the training today. I believe it will completely change the way you think about investing. If you found this video valuable, please like it, subscribe to the channel, and share it with someone who is serious about building wealth the smart way. Thank you very much for watching. I wish you every success as you continue growing your wealth and attaining financial freedom. I'll see you in the next video.